Right, good evening. It is, and I do this every single night, it is Wednesday the 5th of April, exactly 1 month to the day until I get married. So I shouldn't really forget about a date like that. I suppose it's quite an important day in the calendar month. Um, my name's Paul Gillingham. I am a master seller with direct sellers, and I've been in the company now for just over 3 months. It was just before Christmas that I got approached by a lady that I'd done a previous company with, and she asked me what has now become a very famous question: do I drink wine? And at the time of asking that particular question, I actually had a glass of wine in my hand, so she freaked me out no end because I hadn't spoken to her in a couple of years. But yes, I did drink wine, and yes, I do drink wine, and yes, I did love wine, and yes, I still do love wine. So we got on the phone and we spoke about what is now become the most incredible, the most exciting, fast-paced business opportunity that I've ever been involved with. And before I carry on, I want to say that I don't do this full-time. I don't do this full-time, and I'm not a networker. I've never classed myself as a networker. My background is a fitness professional. I manage a gym, I run boot camps, I train clients both face-to-face and online. And it's been my passion for the last 12 years. 15th of November of this year will be 12 years in the fitness industry. But I've had some experience with network marketing, and I would say I've had some success, but I wouldn't say I've been successful. And I think that's the case for a lot of people that have tried network marketing. Yes, there's a lot of people out there that have had huge success, but there's more people that have been overpromised a dream, and unfortunately, for whatever reason, that dream's not been met, and a lot of people have been burnt out. So I got involved in my first network marketing company about 4 years ago. I think it was April of 2013, so coming up pretty much 4 years on the money. And it was a health and wellness company, and I loved the products, and I still do take the products, and I love the fact that I could help people on a larger scale. So with my fitness background, it was all one-to-one group training with a few people. But what I loved about network marketing was the fact that I could work with people across Europe and worldwide and just do the job that I was doing back here on a larger scale, because health and wellness, weight loss, healthy nutrition, it sat perfectly with me. And I had, as I said, I had some success with it. I helped my family get fit and healthy. I helped clients get fit and healthy. And my biggest one, I helped a guy lose 10 stone in 9 months. And from a financial side of things, I managed to walk away from a full-time job that I did back then within 12 months. So I knew that it worked, and I love the concept of being able to help people. And I dabbled in a few other companies since now and then. As I said, in December of last year, I got this phone call, and my upline now, Shayo, talked to me about direct sellers. And I had a vision a couple of years ago, I had a thought in my head that if ever a network marketing company came around with the products being alcohol, and in particular wine, it could have the potential to be something like phenomenally big. So when we had this phone call, for me, it was a no-brainer. I was in straight away. I didn't attend a Zoom call like you guys are on now. I didn't get on an opportunity call. I didn't watch any videos. I didn't even watch the comp plan until after I got in, because I knew that 95% of the population drink wine, and I knew that wine was now the most consumed drink in the UK. And what excited me about it was the fact that we wasn't even open yet. So you look at some of the companies that are out there now, and you think to yourself, like, how good or how big or how different would my life be now if I was one of those first few people that actually got in front of the wave and was involved with that company before it actually launched. So I took a position. Christmas came around, and I like to relax and unwind and spend time with the family. And it was in January that I decided to start doing a little bit of this. And it was never my intentions to go full throttle with it, because what I didn't want to do was talk to people about this huge opportunity and talk to people about this huge product that they call wine, But then for people to say to me, oh, give me some wine, what wine do they do? And you know, we don't ship the wine at the moment. And I need to stress that at the moment. We do not ship the products. However, we're only a couple of months away from launching in the UK. So I spoke to a few people, one of the ladies that you're gonna hear from very shortly. And my intention was to build a team of no more than 10 people, UK based, before the country launched, and then we could go hell for leather with it. But as it's turned out, and as it is turning out, it's not gone the way that I'd planned it to be, and it's all for the right reasons. It's all for good reasons, because as it stands right now, and as I looked in my back office about half an hour before I jumped on this call, I've now got an organisation of 211 people that are based in the UK, that are based in America, that are based in Canada, that are based in Australia. And I think we've got Spanish contacts in there as well. So this is the power of network marketing, is that you can build a home-based business opportunity and take it global from the comfort of your own home, where the majority of people are sitting right now. So the question for those of you that are on the call right now want to know is, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell is Direct Sellers? Well, Direct Sellers is a premium wine club. Now, what I mean by that, it's the same as many of the wine clubs that we've got over here in the UK, the likes of Virgin, the likes of Naked Wines, Laithwaites, the Sunday Times wine list. They're exactly the same. The only difference, but the biggest difference, is the fact that with Direct Sellers, they've attached a compensation plan to it. So you've got the chance now to get involved as a customer or a business owner. Now, from a customer, you've got two kits available to you. You can come in on the lowest kit, which is $49, and that will give you 2 bottles of premium wine, or you can get in on the larger kit of 4 bottles of wine at $79. Now, the great thing about this, and one of the other parts of the compensation plan that I do love, is the fact that they've attached something called a 3 for free program. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you refer 3 friends, 3 family members, 3 colleagues, or even 3 enemies, people that you don't even like, but they like drinking wine, then the following month, your wine is free. Your wine continues to be free as long as you've got at least 3 people, that want to drink the wine. So 3 for free program, refer 3 friends or family members, and your wine is free. Now, the prices that I'm giving you tonight are in dollars, because it's only available in the United States of America. Once we get lift off from the UK, and once we know when the UK is actually launching, then all prices will switch over to pounds. And then when we launch into other countries going forward, again, those prices will be duplicated in the relevant currency. So that's how you can get in as a customer. But I take it the majority of people that are on this call tonight, looking at this for the first time, are more interested or more intrigued about how you can actually make money from this premium wine club. Well, again, there's 2 different ways that you can get involved with this. The first one you can get involved is at a price of $249.95. For that, you get 4 bottles of premium wine. You get a year's license to trade with your back office, your website, access to any tutorials, any videos, anything that's going to help you build a big, successful and sustainable business opportunity. Now, if you look at conventional businesses, and I take where I am right now in the gym, it's a franchise. The owner of the gym that I now manage has so far paid £300,000 and is willing to invest another £200,000. So that's £500,000 to invest into this gym that he has to make work. Now, I've just told you about a business opportunity that's going to cost you $250. Okay. The second kit that you can get available, the second kit that you can get in on is for $499.95. For that, you get 12 bottles of premium wine, and you get a 3-year license to trade. So you get triple the rewards for double the price. And on top of that, you get 40% off of future wines going forward. So if you've got a big event coming up, if you've got a party, if you want to order a load of wine, then by being on the 499 kit, you get 40% off future wine orders. Now, I forgot to mention on the 249 kit, you get 20% going forward. Now, one of the reasons why this company is is as big as it is and is as successful as it is, and it's attracting some very high profile, very well established and very successful businessmen and women to it, is because of the compensation plan. Now, the biggest way that you can get paid on this, or one of the most attractive ways that you can get paid on this, is something called a 50% fast start bonus. Now, what I mean by that is that every single time that you personally enroll someone, you will get 50% of what they pay to get involved with this business. So every time you enroll someone on a 249 kit, you get $125 back. Every single time you enroll someone on a 499 kit, you get $250 back. Now, what's so good about this is that you do not need to be on the highest kit to gain the highest commissions. So you can come in on a $249 kit. You could enroll someone on a $499 kit and you will still get $250 back. Now, you can enroll as many people as you possibly want with this for life. So that's the biggest way that you can get paid with it. So when it comes to network marketing, everyone wants to know, number one, how much is it going to cost? Number two, when can I get my investment back? Well, if you come in on a 249 kit and you enroll someone on a 499 kit, you've got your investment back within one person. But what we want to do is we want to help every single person get at least 2 people in, because what this company does, it works on a binary system. Now, what I mean by that is you only ever need to build 2 legs. Once you've got one person on the right side and one person on the left side, you're then known what you're then called something called dual team qualified. Once you've become dual team qualified, it then opens every qualification for you to get paid thereafter. And the second way, or another way of getting paid with this, is that you can earn anywhere between 6 and 20% off your weaker leg every single week. So if we go back to that dual team qualification where you bought in two personals, you will then get 6% off your weaker leg every single week. So if we look at 2 figures, and we'll keep this nice and simple tonight. So if you've got 1,000 points on one side and 800 points on the other side, and you've brought 2 personal people in, you will then get 6% off of that weaker leg. So 6% of that 800. Now, if those numbers stay the same week after week after week, you will continue to get 6% of that 800 week after week after week. Now, to hit the top of the compensation plan with this company right now, 9 personal people, and you're what's known as a master seller. Now, in network marketing, it's very hard to get 1 person in, so I'll never say that it's easy to recruit 9. However, every single person on this call must know at least 9 people that like drinking wine, that need more money, or that want more money. And if you can find 9 people that see this opportunity and that see how excited that you are with this, not only are you a master seller within the company, but you've now taken that 6% all the way up to 20%. So if we look at those figures again, 1,000 on one side, 800 on the other side, you're now earning 20% of that 800 every single week. Now, last Friday, I done a calculation of my back office, of my organisation, and I worked out that if between now and the end of the year, if every single person in my organisation brought just 1 person in per month, and then the following month we done the same, and the following month we done the same, that in December, come the 31st of December 2017, there'll be close to 100,000 people in that organisation. So let's take those figures back, what we've just been speaking about. And let's keep it easy for tonight. Let's look at 60,000 on one side and 40,000 on the other side. And I'm a master seller at 20%. So that week, 20% off of 40,000. That's just one of 5 ways the company pays you. So this really is one of the biggest opportunities that we can get involved with. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring a lady on. She was actually the first person that I spoke to about this. We haven't known each other that long previously to this, but I knew that she could network, and I knew that she's got many contacts out there, and she's got a hell of a lot of experience in this. Now, this lady has absolutely gone to town with this. She hit master seller in her first 6 weeks. She's now recruited, I think she's the top of the leaderboard with regards to top recruitments, especially in my organisation. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute Crystal Foster. Crystal, are you there?
I am, thank you.
Can you literally, for a couple of minutes, just share your excitement, what attracted you to direct sellers and where you can see this going?
Yeah, definitely. Well, my name's Crystal. I'm based up in Yorkshire. And as Paul said, he sent me a message just before Christmas. Did I like wine? I actually had a glass in my hand, so said, yes, of course. Why, do you ask? And he was straight on the phone. So I've actually been in direct selling network marketing since 2000. I was previously juggling a professional career and 3 small children and surrendered. Took a 5-year career break and basically got involved in direct sales and never went back. And the company that I'd had the most success with, I was with for 8 years, and we did really well. However, over the last 3 or 4 years, it's just got harder. It was in the health and wellness sector. It was really hard to look people in the eye and say, actually, you can come in and earn £200 to £500 even in your, within a reasonable space of time. And so I started to look around for something else to do that I could get stuck into, but more importantly, that I could help other people have success with as well. And when Paul introduced me to direct sellers, we hadn't seen anything. As he put the phone down on me and said he was getting involved, I just said, okay, I'm in too. So as he says, we got stuck in January, and it took me 6 weeks to get to master seller. Since then, we've had guys come in and do it in days, and 6 days, 9 days, whatever. But it's great to see people who have had no experience in networking join us and be able to start bringing in their first 2 people, get their investment back really quickly, and start making progress up the marketing plan. So I'm just really excited about it. So we've got a team now growing all over the world. I think I went to bed last night, I had 98 in my organisation, woke up this morning, it was 101, this afternoon it was 103, and the numbers just keep coming in. So I did the same calculation that Paul did and worked out, based on my organisation a few days ago, with everybody bringing 1 person in a month, at the end of the year I'd have 47,000 people in my team, which is quite staggering really. So it's very easy, it's very simple, it's very social, it's wine, there's no resistance, nobody's telling me they need to go and speak to their doctor first. Everybody knows what it does, that it works. Sometimes it works too well, but that's because you've drunk too much. And otherwise, that's it. So yeah, we're having a lot of fun, it's growing, and I would just say join us. You're hearing about it amongst the first in the UK. And timing and positioning are everything. So Paul, with that, I'll hand it back to you.
Thank you very much. So that is basically what Direct Sellers is all about. It's a premium wine club that offers a revenue share to it, and it is just about to launch into the UK. Now, I've got absolutely no doubt in my mind that this will become the fastest growing social movement that's ever hit the country. The numbers are staggering, and I can't remember the last time I woke up where I didn't receive an email that told me that my organisation was growing. But what's more important for me and what makes me happier is the fact that my team are getting those same emails every single day of the week. And if my team's winning, then I'm winning. Now, one of my goals at the beginning of this year was to help 2 families create a 6-figure income from home in 2017. With what we've got going on already, now bearing in mind we're on the 5th of April, with what we've got in already, with the likes of Crystal, with the likes of Ben Cockayne, Antti Raspin, Andy Sturton, Lisa Truman, and some of the other powerhouses that have just recently joined, I've now changed that figure, and now I've now increased that figure to 10. So one of my goals this year is to help 10 individuals or couples or family members, wherever they are in the world, create a 6-figure income from home. Now, when I talk to people about that, it's staggering. £100,000 is a hell of a lot of money in any currency. But with the product, wine, with the company, 4 founders that we've got that have all had huge success in the industry and huge success in their own conventional business. They've got there's more money involved with this than you can possibly ever imagine. The company is debt-free. They pay for all shipping and taxes in the States. So the price is the price. There's no additional cost. There's no add-ons. So we've got 4 founders who know exactly what their mission is. Their mission is to create the world's largest premium wine club. I've got absolutely no doubt in my mind that they'll do that sooner rather than later. On top of that, they've partnered up with a guy called Kevin Thompson, who is arguably the world's #1 attorney for network marketing in the industry. He has said that this will become one of the biggest explosions to ever hit the industry. Check him out on Google. Any questions with regards to compliancy, he's the man to go to. He would not partner with a company that he didn't think was watertight. For those of you that are on the call that like drinking wine, there's a guy called Jerry Greenfield involved. He's the director of wine. He's also known as the Wine Whisperer. He's got over 30 years experience in the wine industry, and what he doesn't know about wine is not worth asking. He does weekly tutorials on wine, about the grapes, about the countries that the wines are made from. Anything that you need to know about wine, he is your man. There's a leadership team Our team is led by a guy called Jefferson Green, a documented 7-figure income in the industry, has now got a team together of close to 3,500 people in his first 5 months. Put that in with a product and put that in with a compensation plan with what I've been speaking about tonight. This has got the recipe to become a huge explosion, a huge success, a global phenomenon. And again, I don't use these words lightly. I'm witnessing it firsthand. The guys on the call witnessing this firsthand. Every morning I wake up and I just don't know what's going to happen and how big this is going to become. So if you are on this call tonight for the very first time, I would urge you to do one thing, and that is go back to the person that invited you onto this call. Get your questions answered. If you've only got one question and that one question is stopping you from getting in this, get it answered. Because this is going to go whether or not you do it or not. This is going to fly if we do it or not. I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity to be involved with something that will take this country and the network marketing industry by storm. So as I said at the beginning of the call, the UK is less than 2 months away from launching. We then go into Canada at the end of the year. We're looking to go into Australia. We're looking to go into Southern Asia and Mexico, as well as every other country out there that distributes wine. So start getting your thinking caps on, have a look in your cupboards, see where your wine's from. Next time you go into the supermarket, look at the different countries that start distributing wine, because eventually we will be there. So with that being said, I'm going to close the call out. We're back again tomorrow night on the same link at the same time. So again, for those that are on the call for the first time, start speaking to people tomorrow. Get these messages out to your friends and your family and your colleagues and even your enemies. Let's pack the line out. Let's get the information out there, and let's really take this to a whole new level. This is pre-launch. We are not launched in the UK yet. We can create something so spectacular before we've even launched that when we do launch, every single person in network marketing history is going to know what we're doing. So guys, appreciate you taking the time to come on board on a Wednesday evening. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Good night.